Tim O'Malley and Tim Priester on BB&T Field, hours before kickoff between Notre Dame and Wake Forest. And Tim, I have a sentence for you you've never heard before. Number 8, undefeated Notre Dame is looking to make a quarterback change. It better beat Wake Forest.
Yeah, that's unusual. Wake Forest looking for their first win over a top 10 team in almost 72 years. So it is unusual circumstances. We expect Ian Book to start for Notre Dame today. It makes it a much more fascinating game here today as Notre Dame tries to revive its offense a little bit. And this is the defense to do it against. Wake Forest is incredibly vulnerable against the pass, and that's what Brian Kelly and Chip Long have in mind in going to Ian Book as the starting quarterback.
And I thought the offensive line took a step forward against Vanderbilt last week, and they really should be able to score points, provide some holes, and protect Ian Book or Wimbush when he does come in. The key, of course, is Notre Dame's defense against that up-tempo offense of Wake Forest. Now there's 2 quarterbacks at Wake Forest too, and one of them is not John Wolford. That's a good thing. So really it's combating the tempo and kind of settling into the game against this offense.
It'll be interesting to see what Notre Dame does with Brandon Wimbush, or just exactly how much he plays. And then, a lot of people have asked us, well, is this a permanent move? Well, we'll have to see how things go for Ian Book. But if it proves to be a permanent move, Notre Dame has to come up with a way to accentuate and use the skills of Brandon Wimbush.
Yeah.
Now, you could always throw him in there and snap it to him, just like he's the starting quarterback and he can do what he does. So it'll be very interesting to see how they juggle it beginning today.
I think the game within the game is really trying to defend Greg Dortch because he opens things up for Wake Forest offense. Obviously, Notre Dame will probably just start with either Houston Griffith or Nick Coleman in the slot, but boy, Julian Love seems like the best bet there to really slow him down during the course of the game, and then a lot of the pressure will fall on, of course, Dante Vaughn to hold up his end of the bargain on the boundary.
It's a great challenge for Notre Dame's defense. There are only 2 teams in the country that have had more than 500 yards total offense in each of the last 4 games. One's Texas A&M. The other one is Wake Forest. Now, Wake Forest did that against Tulane and Towson and teams like that. But there's no doubt it's going to be a challenge for Notre Dame. They will see Kendall Hinton, just like Wake Forest will see Brandon Wimbush. How they'll do that, that's a guessing game that Dave Clawson left up in the air as well.
And for all of Notre Dame's kind of well-documented road woes under Brian Kelly, little stat, 15-4 outright when he's favored on the road, which obviously they are by more than a touchdown here at Wake Forest.
Well, I think they will win today. And quite frankly, when we found out that Ian Book definitely would start, it raised my pick. I went from a 5-point Notre Dame win to a 10-point Notre Dame win, and that's because I think Ian Book can have a lot of success against this defense today. They are giving up huge passing yards, huge plays. Boston College shredded them last week. And I think that Ian Book is capable of doing that as well.
That's it pregame. We'll be back postgame with more instant analysis from IrishIllustrated.com.